Quebec star and producer Julie Snyder gave some emotional testimony at the civil trial of Just for Laughs founder Gilbert Rozon. 9 women are suing Rozon for $14 million. All of them allege that he sexually assaulted them. Now, Snyder is not one of those 9. She was called to testify here as what's called a similar fact witness to help the plaintiffs establish a pattern of predatory behavior. She described a night in Paris in 1991, and at times she was emotional, her voice trembled, and she cried as she described this. She was 23 years old at the time, working as a journalist, covering some Just for Laughs events in Paris and staying at an apartment that was owned by the festival. Rozon was also staying there. On the night in question, she says they had a cordial conversation. She went to bed in her own bedroom and fell asleep. She says she was awakened a few hours later when she felt a hand on her breast and someone else in the bed behind her. She was terrified. She thought someone had broken into the apartment with a knife and she feared for her life. But she soon realized it was Rozon and he wasn't wearing any clothes. She said he had a crazy look in his eye and it was like he was in a trance. She was shocked and she jumped up from the bed, grabbed her stuff, and ran out into the street, she said, as fast as she could, still wearing her pajamas. She said she wanted to get as far away from there as possible. Now, she says she never told anyone about this incident at the time. She says she was ashamed and afraid, but also worried that Rozon might destroy her career. She says he was one of the most powerful people in Quebec at the time. She did, years later, eventually complain to police and speak publicly about this in the wake of the Me Too movement. As for Rozon, well, he denies all these allegations.
Je ne peux pas faire de commentaire, j'ai une poursuite en diffamation contre Mme Snyder.
Que justice soit rendue, c'est pour ça qu'on est ici.
Now, this trial is far from over. There are other alleged victims set to testify. The trial is expected to wrap up in March.